Hi. Boy, it's been a while. Welcome back to the channel. Some of you may be wondering where I've been for the last couple of years. The short answer is I went back to college and life got chaotic and busy. And so I had just started up this channel and then made a crazy major life decision, and then the channel kind of had to be put on the back burner for a while. So sorry about that to anyone who may or may not have been excited about this. But good news, I'm back. So you'll be seeing a lot more of me from now on. What I want to talk about today is the Sony Alpha 7 IV. I want to talk about this camera because I have wanted this camera for forever. About 3.5 years I've been pining for this camera, and I finally got it in my hands. You are watching me right now as it's being recorded on the Sony A7 IV, and I don't know, you tell me, does it look good? Is it buttery? Is it smooth? Does everything look like just ultra crisp and clear and wonderful? I hope so. Comparing it to my Alpha 7 II that I have been shooting on for the last 5.5 years, I can't even tell you how much of a generational leap. I can tell you. It's 2 generations. It's 2 generations of camera technology forward from what I'm used to. And when I tell you that it just makes my head spin with how fast the autofocus is, how amazing the low light performance is, like in terms of like dynamic range and just overall cleanliness of a darkly shot image or video. The sensor on this thing is crazy. Coming from a 24 megapixel sensor and going to a 33 megapixel sensor has been a massive jump for me personally. I did my first photo shoot 2 days ago now with it, and I felt like I could zoom in like for years on my photographs and they were still just razor sharp. Maybe I'll throw up like a couple of examples when I'm editing this together and all that, so that you can see the difference between maybe the A7 II, maybe we'll put that here, and then the A7 IV, maybe I'll put that here. So future Colin, if you do that, nice. Anyway, oh, did you see how fast the autofocus was on that? Dude, it just hits like every single time. Like, it's just so fast. I feel like I can do anything with this camera, and it just takes the worry away. It lets me be free to create. I don't have to think so much about operating the mechanisms of the camera. I can focus more so on keeping my attention on my subject, keeping my attention on my client, keeping my attention on whatever it is that I'm doing, rather than having to think so much about, oh man, you know, for example, on the A7 II, like I knew that like S-Log2 footage, bro, it starts at like 1600 ISO. Like it starts there. So
what? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
So your film is grainy like from the jump, dog, like for real. And but on this camera, like I'm sitting in a room. It looks on camera, it looks really nicely brightly lit. It is dark as fuck in here. Okay, it is dark as fuck in here. I got this bitch set to 3200 ISO and it's clean. I mean, look at this, clean. Pulls blacks, no noise in the black. 3200 ISO, like, and it's just clean. Looks good. I feel like I could set this thing up anywhere and like get video, take pictures, of course take pictures, but like I just feel like I could do anything with this camera. And the reason why I'm bringing this up is because I've been hearing on the street that the A7 IV is coming at the end of the month. And I just bought this bad boy. So, my first gut instinct is like, oh, damn, are you for real? Like, I've been chasing this camera for this long and they're about to release a brand spanking new one, like in a few weeks. But I gotta say, like, do we even need that? Like, the A7 IV has only been out now for 3 years, and it's just like, it is not showing any signs of like being behind anything. Maybe, probably, I would say they're probably going to introduce some type of like AI driven model in the A7 V, so that's probably why they're doing this quick refresh. What I would consider to be kind of fast, but then again, like going from the A7 III to the A7 IV, that was 3.5 years. So maybe this is just their business model and I'm just out of the loop. But that's probably it. Let's be honest, it's probably that. But before I get way too off track, what I'm trying to say is, I think the biggest thing that is causing this like shift, this paradigm shift, is that artificial intelligence is kind of disrupting industries like all over the place. Like, everybody's jumping on the bandwagon, everybody wants a piece of that because they know that that's the next big thing. And I'm curious to see how Sony integrates, like, let's say for example, there's like, maybe they do it where the sensor can intelligently look at your scene and say, okay, well, you're crushing blacks right here, so let's just automatically lift those to a base level point. That way when you snap this picture and get it on your computer, you're not dealing with just a complete loss of detail because it's too underexposed in that area. Something like that. Maybe there'll be some type of like safety net, if you will, to kind of help you make sure that you're not clipping, or maybe it will use AI to automatically detect faces faster, which I gotta say, I don't know how could you even get, there's gotta be a way, but I don't see how, because the autofocus on this thing is so freaking fast. I don't even know how you could get, like, how would you get faster? Because basically as soon as I put my damn finger on the shutter, it's already got everybody, like, it just knows. So like, I don't know. Anyway, I feel like I'm dipping into a freaking like hole here, but I say all that to say, if you're looking to break into like the mirrorless DSLR world, this might be the perfect time to get what I would consider to be the best hybrid camera maybe ever made. That's probably a bold claim, but I stand by it. I'm gonna go ahead, I'm saying it. The Alpha 7 IV is the best hybrid camera ever made, and if indeed the A7 V drops at the end of this month, if that happens, the price of this will go down, and when that happens, you will not find a better camera than this one at whatever price it drops to. I will put all of my money on it. I guarantee you won't. Because this thing punches so far above its weight class, it's crazy. It's crazy. It has the same sensor as the A1. Like, what? The A1, if I'm not mistaken, I think that's like a $6,500 camera. Like, we're talking big league bodies. This thing at $2,499 MSRP, already a good deal. They drop it down to $2,000 and I'm buying two more. Period. Like, that's just the way it's going to be. If they drop it down to $2,000 in a couple weeks, I'm buying two more, because like I said, it's hands down the best hybrid camera out there. And I'm just so like excited that it's finally mine, and I have so many like projects in mind, and I hope that you'll stick with me. I can be a little slow getting stuff out sometimes. Not for my clients, but like for my own personal, like my own art that I like to make, or the things that I like to do. Sometimes I kind of put it off on the back burner a bit, and then life happens and I'm like, oh yeah, I'll get to it eventually, and then I just never do. 2025 is going to be different. I am not doing that crap no more. Like, I need to fill my own cup creatively as an artist so that I can fill my clients up the way that I've been doing. And, you know, they deserve the best of me. And the only way that I can give them that is if I'm making sure that I'm taking care of my creator soul. So 2025 is going to be all about just taking everything that I do to the next level. And it starts with the Alpha 7 IV. So thank you so much for tuning in, checking in on me, seeing how I'm doing. In short, to sum it all up, I'm doing good. I'm back. I'm committing to being more consistent with this YouTube thing and with my Twitch as well. So if you want to follow me on Twitch, you can do that. I'll leave a link in the description below. And I think I'm ready. You know what I mean? Like, I think I'm ready to really go all in and to really kind of bring to the table what I can do. I think you're going to like it. I've got a lot of plans for the future, and I can't wait to show you what comes next. So thanks so much for being here. Thank you so much for taking the time to listen to me mumble and ramble about nerdy, techie, geeky shit. I love you all, and please remember, be kind. Thanks for watching.